In this video, we're going to set up a Dual Sim Failover on our Advantech router. To do this, we need to go to the mobile WAN settings under configuration, and first we need to make sure that we've got our APN information inserted for each SIM that we're going to use. In this case, we've got our APN, which is our access point name, as internet, username is pass, and the password is pass. I'll just fill out some dummy information for the second SIM card, which is the same information as SIM card 1 for this demonstration. And at this point, it's a good idea to maybe set up our pin keep alive, and we do have a separate video on this, so if you'd like to watch that, please do. But I'll just set this up quickly now, just so you can see the information that we might use. And down here, this is the part that we're really looking at. And so this is where we can decide what happens should we lose connection with our default SIM card. So we've currently got our first SIM card slot set to our default SIM card, so we've got first in there. And here we can decide what happens should we lose connection. So for example, if our first SIM card loses connection and we want to move to our second SIM card and we're not bothered whether we move back to the default, we can simply tick this button here to switch to other SIM card, and with that checked and no other information, if we do fail over to the second SIM, we'll simply stay on the second SIM and we won't switch back. This can be good if you have an unlimited data SIM on both SIM card 1 and 2, but if you want to always use your first SIM card as your default SIM card, what we need to do is we need to make sure we've got an initial timeout set, and we can set that, for example, 60 minutes. Once we've set our initial timeout interval at 60 minutes, we need to make sure to check this box, which is switch to default SIM, so our device knows that we want to go back to the first SIM after 60 minutes. The subsequent timeout field, we can set that to 30 minutes, for example, and what that does is the device will check whether or not we can move back to our first SIM card after 60 minutes. If for whatever reason we can't move back to our first SIM card, say for example the network is still down, it will wait another 30 minutes and then it will try again. We can set an additive constant, so we can add time on for every time it wants to try reconnect, but that's only required if you want the interval to grow longer and longer every time you want to try and reconnect. So for now we're going to leave that blank and then apply. And that's it. That's how we set a Dual Sim Failover on an Advantech router. I hope this helps. Thank you.